Today, on this episode of This Episode Podcast, we are discussing the Attack on Titan, the final season, the final chapter, special one, director's cut, remakes, on this episode.
I've heard of that.
And
we were never going to get this far.
Holy good God, we are 1 hour away from being done with Attack on Titan, which...
Thank fucking Christ, dude.
Just wait for it, right? In half a year, we're going to get part 2, right? And it's going to be the final hour. And then it'll be like, to be continued. Part 3, the final minutes.
The final seconds of us pondering it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm so sick of the show, dude. Genuinely dislike it right now.
Why is that?
It's just... We waited a year for an hour of talking.
Yeah, not a lot happened.
Like, I don't know how we're going to talk about this for an hour. We waited a year for them to sit on a boat for an hour.
Yeah.
Dude, I gotta say, the king returned, though.
Dude.
The king. How the frick did Floch survive that entire trip?
And he fucking hung onto the boat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude got shot by Gabby a year ago, and he's still clinging onto the boat. And then he is such a fucking Giga Chad that he knows exactly what they're up to. He goes straight up to the plane, just on the verge of death, and he just pulls out, he pulls out the 9, just starts blasting. And, his plan almost succeeded, but these goddamn traitors had to go and fix up the plane that King Floch had already put a hole in the gas tank.
He's that 1% of germs that survives after you spray your trip with Lysol. He never dies, dude.
Well, I mean, unless he can survive Mikasa's harpoon going in his throat and the entire garage falling on top of him.
Yeah,
but,
and the rumbling.
Dude, I will say, a thing I loved about this special was just how terrifying the rumbling is. I think they portrayed that very well in this, just seeing the cities getting completely smushed, what happens to the civilians when they have nowhere to turn, and just the aftermath of just a bunch of colossal titans walking through. Like, if you think you could just try to dodge these giant ass titans, not only would you have to dodge their feet, you'd have to dodge the shrapnel that's coming through everywhere. But even if you got through both of those things, the colossal titans are generating so much heat that you would just burn to death. So it's literally just a wall of crushing fire.
Is that a whole heat aspect because of what we've seen from other titans where when they're healing and stuff, their blood is boiling and super hot, and so they're just radiating that heat constantly because they're constantly healing themselves? Or
I'm assuming that's
why is it that they're so fucking hot?
I'm
is
assuming
that just a thing for the colossal titan. Is that just
one of their titan powers?
Well, when Battletoad was using his colossal powers, he burnt Armin to a crisp.
Right,
but
right. Yeah.
I'm assuming that titan, shifter form has more unique properties than just the colossal titans in the wall, but they should be able to generate that much heat.
Gotcha.
At the very
I like
least.
this Mitch After Dark vibe, by the way.
Yeah, this looks like a fucking Casper the fucking cum ghost.
Your words, not mine.
But can we just talk about how involved Annie was in this entire special?
I mean, okay, honestly, she was the most realistic character in this entire show. Because if we were at this state in the fucking world, I'd be like, you know what? No. I'm just gonna chill. Fuck this.
My family's already dead. I have really nothing to fight for anymore. It's over. Exactly. I'm done.
I'd be like, yeah, you know what? I'm just gonna sit on this boat and watch the sunset.
Yeah, I'm I'm gonna chill. But then Armin gives her the fuck me eyes, and she's like, damn, dude. Daddy whispering in my ear for all those years. It's finally coming true.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love how Mikasa like was talking to Annie, and then all Annie does is just look over to where everybody is, and then she's like, just starts fucking blushing out of nowhere, like she knows what's going on, or or I don't know, maybe something else. But yeah, I mean, Annie fucking carried, dude. She carried.
Bro, you know, I don't
Easy as that.
understand. I don't understand Armin to you. Like, you think it's the fucking end of the world. You'd be like, you know what, Annie? I might not, like, we're all gonna die. I'm gonna tell you how I feel. But I'm not gonna be like, oh, I'm too scared to even hold your hand. Woo-woo.
Yeah.
Fucking dumb. Armin, you fucking pussy.
I
Nah,
mean,
man,
I'll
you
give
can't-
this
you
much.
can't be a pussy, dude. He's a commander, dude. He's a commander.
It's true.
Too soon. Too soon.
That was
I'll-
Go fire, Josh. Go.
I was just gonna say, I'll give this much to Annie. She's in a win-win position right now. If she goes back to the island and stays alive, if Aaron loses, she's still gonna be okay because the people of Marley don't specifically hate her, and if Aaron wins, the people of Paradise don't hate her. So she's good either way. The best case scenario is just to go back and chill out for a little while. And like you said, she has nothing to fight for over there anymore, presuming that everybody over there is fucking dead.
Mm-hmm. No, yeah. Annie, only realistic character in this fucking show. Aaron and Mikasa pissed me off. Oh, Aaron.
Why Aaron?
Aaron's killed, or Armin and Mikasa. Sorry.
I was about to like Aaron was like the most like he's like the least bullshit like final boss. He's just like the whole gimmick with the scout regiment. They want to have a talk with Aaron to try to kind of get him to stop. You know,
fucking absurd.
like, hey, bro, I know you've killed like over I don't know 600 million people, but like just stop. We can find a way to work this out, bitch. What are you talking about? The whole world is the rest of what's remaining of the world is going to want your head, dog. And Aaron, you know, calls him up while they're in the plane, just like, hey, dogs, I'm going to say this in like the most villain way possible, but you're not talking me out of this. You know, just come for the neck. I'm allowing you to do what you want because all I preach is freedom, and I'm not going to be a hypocrite here. So, you know, I have my freedom. I'm going to do what I want. I'm going to allow you to do what you want. So if you want to come at me, but I'm not going to let you stop me what I'm doing. Which I was like, damn, Aaron, mad props.
You know, when Annie asked Mikasa, "Are you gonna kill Aaron?" She's like, "No." I almost turned off the fucking show. I was like, "This is fuck." Like that was my favorite thing about Attack on Titan was that it was so realistically dark with humanity, but this whole fucking this is like a shonen thing where like I'm gonna talk
I'm gonna
like,
talk to my friend.
like Naruto. I'm gonna use the power of friendship to change his mind.
Well, is
Worked
this
on
still going
Sasuke.
back to the whole like bullshit thing with the Ackerman family and like she psychologically can't force
Well,
herself
why
to
is
do
Armin-
it because
why
she's
is
like
Armin
paired to
doing
him
it
or
then?
whatever?
Why is Armin doing it then?
Armin's doing it because he knows it's the right thing to do. Mikasa's
It's
along
not
for
the
the
right thing to
ride.
do. The right thing to do is to kill him.
Oh, sorry, I meant that Armin wants to still go through with it to like kill him.
No,
and-
Armin wants to
and go
talk him out
after
of
him.
it.
Mikasa and
Armin wants
Armin
to
were on the
talk
same
him out of
page
it.
with that.
After Aaron addressed them all,
Well-
I think at that point Armin's like, all right, we gotta do what we gotta do.
Well, to discuss your point real quick on Mikasa's motivations, I think whatever, like, you know, she still has, you know, huge Homer Simpson vibes for Aaron, but I think like that, you know, her whatever thing that's controlling her in like her blood, she kind of threw away with the scarf. Like that's a representation of Aaron still having a hold on her pretty much. So at this point,
but
Mikasa
like-
has complete free will from.
Well, it's funny you say that because again, during the special, Annie asked her, "Did you lose that scarf?" And she said, "No, I still have it."
Yeah,
she's not wearing it, but
she's
she
not
has
wearing
it.
Yeah.
But she has it.
If she puts it back on, then you know that she's instead gonna not cut off Aaron's head, but just hug him. Be like, Aaron, for the 17,000th time, Aaron,
Yeah.
come home with us. Come home. Where
It'll
everyone's
be
going to treat you like a hero and the rest of the world's going to hate us.
Yeah, he'd be like, what about the fucking 900 million people I killed? She'd be like, oh, we'll just forget about it.
No, just it's not about them. It's about us. I mean, Aaron just be like, yo, you're worse. What the fuck?
Exactly.
She was like, best case scenario, they'll leave us alone for like 100 or so years. You totally destroyed their navies. Like, we'll be okay for a while.
Dude, my heart was like dropping when they showed like that little kid with like the fez hat or whatever. Dude, kid
Brutal.
drops his money and like his like younger brother or like, you know, younger kid starts picking up his like all his change and stuff. I'm like, kid, dude, listen, not the time. Just like with those looters, not the time. Like I would, that one guy that shot himself in the head, me, 100%.
Yes,
I'm not.
yes.
I'm not fucking with the rumbling.
Where
dog.
the fuck are you gonna
In-game.
go? Where are you gonna
Yeah,
go?
In game.
You're not going anywhere. So yeah, I would just be like, you know what?
Oh, and then they do like the slow-mo shot, like the little kid dies, like with shrapnel just squashing his head, and you're just like, ah. And then this kid, that we've been watching, his leg gets smashed, and he's still alive, and he just watches as the colossal titan comes down, and you just see his face slowly get more and more smushed. I was like, you see his teeth fall. It's like, oh my god.
Brutal, man.
Granted, the entire time I was watching it, I was just on my phone on my couch, just like, oh shit, that was messed up.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was Mitch's live reaction to it as well.
It was. No, it was good. That scene was good. There's like 3 good scenes in the show in this fucking special. That was it.
Yeah, I definitely wanted more action. Their whole plan to just drop like the fire barrels. It was cool to have like the OG music play while Aaron's like summoning like the Beast Titan on his back, and then he shoots like the pebbles at them and blows up the airships. And you just see like the last of like humanity's like resources just go up in smoke. You see the guy in the binoculars like, oh, well, sorry y'all, we're aft. Apologies. Even after he gave out this giant spiel of like, you know, when we make it out of this, I'm gonna love you guys. We're gonna be very good friends, and this cycle is never gonna continue again.
Well, all of this is giving me more and more confidence to, I think it was Mitch, but you know, I apologize if it was user for Travis, but the idea that Aaron wants to lose to the Scout Regiment, like he wants Mikasa and Armin and all them to stop him, and he wants to be public enemy number 1 who gets killed, and the world comes together at the fact that they all worked together to defeat Aaron and save some people. And that was how he actually like wants peace to be achieved. But obviously in order to get there, he has to, you know, make face as this fucking maniacal killer of the entire world, nearly.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Regularly.
And that's why he's not stopping them. He's letting them try.
I'd be disappointed if that was the case, because that'd just be like fucking copy and paste from like 3 different anime. I'd be like, really, Isayama, you couldn't have done anything different. But like, I won't say one because spoilers. But Naruto, that's Sasuke's entire goal is to be the villain, so everyone hates him and works together to stop him. Like that's his entire fucking plan. That's entire mentality. So I'm just like, if Aaron, if that's your fucking mentality, it's like, dude, you went a little fucking far, didn't you?
I know you could have just blown up Marley, or like, you know, kind of like did like a punt fake to him. You're like, you know, I'm gonna stomp on you. I'm gonna stomp on you. But no.
I believe Aaron genuinely wants to kill the entire world, but he, in the back of his mind, he has faith that his friends will stop him before he accomplishes it.
Yeah, Aaron's whole gimmick is that he wants to be free, And
You know,
anyone that wants to get in the way of his freedom is pretty much everyone outside the walls. So he's just like, all right, L plus ratio. I'm about to smush all you guys.
you know, Aaron's goal from episode 1 has never changed.
Mm-mm.
Everyone's like, Aaron has changed so much, but no, his goal has never changed. His goal at season 1, episode 1 was to kill all the Titans.
Yeah.
His goals
Kill all his
season-
enemies, pretty much.
his goal was to kill all the Titans. His goal, season 4, episode 95, part 2, part 3, divided by 4 times 6, is to kill all the people, to ruin the society that sent the Titans to paradise. He's still trying to kill all the Titans.
Oof.
So
Fight fire with fire. Literal. And can we just give mad props to Levi that's able to still run like the gear with like 2 fingers? Don't know how he does it, but that's an anime moment for you.
he's fucking Levi, bro.
And I guess what's next to talk about? Hanji. She
That's it. There were 3 good seasons in the special. It was the little kids dying, Hanji, and then the ending. What?
That little
Fuck
kid
them
dying part was
kids.
great.
It was.
I was so immersed.
I know it just sounds so bad to say, but it's true.
You know, the Hanji scene. I was like, that was fucking cool.
Dude, the music,
that was
dude.
fun,
Oh, yeah. So good. Such a great soundtrack from Attack on Titan. Say what you want about it, but they always come out with the banger hits whenever something big's going down. And
I didn't get emotional because I never felt that. Like I never felt anything towards Hanji.
I thought, I
She
didn't
was
really.
always just there.
She was like a extremely low tier Irwin when she got promoted to commander. I was like, damn, they just didn't have anyone else to do it. Like, her quirkiness was cool, and I would have been more interested in like watching her do more research, not be a leader.
Mhm.
But this world just kind of forced her into that position. And I mean, she fulfilled her like duty, made sure everyone got off.
Did she fulfill her duty? She let Aaron commit mass genocide.
Yeah, her duty changed. She went for the easy option. Like, I'm just going to make sure these guys take off.
Mm-hmm.
And, just the power of like one soldier with like the javelin stuff. She was able to take out like how many of those colossal titans? Like
A bunch. Yeah.
and just having them trip up and they start stomping on each other. I kind of felt bad for that one colossal titan that hit the ground. And one of his boys stopped him in the back. He's like, "No, don't rumble me! Stop it! It hurts."
See, that scene though, I was like, if one woman with 2 thunder spears can take out like 10 Cloud Titans, how the fuck is Marley not taking out a bunch more? They have a whole military with anti-Titan power, like anti-Titan weaponry. What's going on?
They missed.
Yeah.
I mean,
Hanji,
it
Hanji
seems
don't
like
miss.
they
She's got one good eye.
They have anti-Titan weaponry, but they've never really like used it against Titans because their Titans are on their side. The only time they ever had to try and fight them was during like that one incursion a year ago or whatever the timeline is when Aaron and all them attacked and invaded.
Yeah,
That was the first time.
If you think about
maybe
it
that
too,
they even tried.
You have to think about it too, though, that they sent those Titans to the Paradise Island, so you gotta imagine some Titans didn't want to just walk straight there, so they probably just shot them too. So they definitely have a lot of fodder to train with their weapons, but it's just kind of Hanji is a thicker layer of character protection in this anime. Not the Marlians; they got jack and shit.
Yeah,
she's a semi-main character, so she gets to have a cool moment before she fucking burns like a burnt chicken nugget.
Dude, yeah, up in
I did
smoke,
like
dude.
how you said some of her quirkiness. I liked how some of that came back for this. I think more and more as she like accepted that she was gonna die in this episode, so she kind of stopped worrying about being a leader, and she went back to saying like, oh yeah, I'd love to study you, or I'd love to pick you apart, and like, yeah, that's what I miss. And her, in terms of being a leader, is just meh. It was
So,
mostly just her wanting to take care
She
of
worked her 9 to
Levi.
5 and went home pretty much.
dude, the
Rep.
only scene in this special that made me feel any type of emotion was when she finally died and she saw all her old comrades again. I was like,
yeah, that was a good one.
Okay, that was good.
I wonder how Aaron or Erwin would react to Aaron right now. He's like, oof,
It's like, oh shit, thank God I'm dead.
damn, I bet on the wrong die on that guy. Shit. You know, I guess without him, we wouldn't have gone this far, but
Well,
damn.
what was Erwin's goal?
He wanted to add him to the scout regiment and
But
help out him seal the wall.
What was
And
Erwin's long-term goal? It was the protection of paradise, and that's what Aaron's doing. So I think Aaron might have been on board with this.
well, when did they find out about Aaron's basement? Was that like in season 3?
At the end of season 3.
Okay, so I don't know if they knew about it beforehand, where they're like,
So,
oh, they got
honestly,
the secrets
yeah.
down there. Or
Erwin, I don't think Erwin ever learned about the outside world.
yeah, he never did, because they knew. I think in season 3 that their goal of going back to like the OG city was to go and get to Aaron's basement just to get the father's secrets.
Yeah, he died before they could get there.
That's sad, but you know,
Yeah.
Erwin probably had like the fucking craziest like way to go out. Like his speech will just go down in like anime history as like some of the most powerful shit.
Fucking brilliant, dude.
Gets all these fucking rookies to get themselves killed.
Bro, I listen to that shit when I'm doing heavy lifts at the gym. My soldiers rage. It's so fucking good, dude.
What about their lives? Were they meaningless? They were not! It's like, where's my gun? Where's my Omni gear? Get me on a horse, god damn it. I'm gonna take this boulder to the mouth.
Yeah, fucking brilliant, man. That scene alone is why Erwin's my favorite character.
Yeah, I thought it was funny too when Hanji went up in smoke and, you know, it clipped to the scene with all the other commanders. You just saw like a silhouette of just her body. Like it was just ashes on the ground where she used to be. And I was like, oh, wouldn't that be brutal to see in the afterlife forever now? Just like, yep, that's where it happened. It's where you fucking burnt to death, dude. Thanks. Don't need that constant reminder.
Yeah.
Yusuf's really thinking hard. I think he said like
2 words.
Two words.
Yeah. No,
3, 4, 5.
I'm curious what you guys think about what's his name, Falco or whatever, who he had like this fucking.
Oh yeah, that's right. He's in that show. That's
Like
right.
a lucid dream, foreshadowing that he's gonna fucking fly up to Aaron, but he might get sniped out of the air by the fucking monkey titan with his bone skin decal.
Yeah, it's so obvious that Falco's gonna fly. Because I mean, how many times? If his name's fucking Falco, how many times have they like he hinted at, "Oh, I want to fly," or "I have dreams that I'm gonna fly," or everyone's like, "There's never been a Titan that can fly." Yeah, sure, okay. Falco's gonna have some awakening and
Yeah, what if he takes the plane and like takes off the wings and then just flaps his arms up to it? That'd be how he flies.
This is what's gonna happen. Hear me out. So, Gabby, Falco, and Annie they're left behind, right? And Annie doesn't want any part of it, but then she's gonna be like, "No, I need to save my pops, who's already dead. He would have wanted me to do this, and I had to babysit these 2 children, who are also grown as adults because they're fighting in a war." So then they're gonna go, and then the other group is gonna be getting their ass kicked. The Cart Titan is gonna have her artillery gun fucking ripped out of her back. It's gonna be flying through the air, Falco flying his ass with Gabby and Annie on his back. It's gonna be coming in, fucking swoop in. Gabby's gonna grab that giant ass artillery gun and just fucking let the fucking
blow off Aaron's head again.
Yep, he's just fucking blow his little bitty legs off. And then Annie's gonna transform into a Titan and just start fucking wrestling his legs. And then Falco just flies off into the sunset.
Yeah, and then we'll have another slow-mo scene where Zeke is like catching Aaron's head, even though it's the size of like a fucking building. I've been waiting for you for so many years. This time, last time you tricked me, but this time, no. Bad Aaron. I'm going to teach you good. You're going to be good. Because her dad was bad. And I don't want you to be bad. And Aaron's like, psych, bitch, I saw this too. And then grows out another fucking tendril. It's like, God damn it.
You know, what the fuck? I kind of get, holy shit. I kind of get what, like, Reiner and Peak and Armin think they can accomplish when they jump on Aaron's back. But what the fuck do, like, Jean and Connie think they're going to do?
It's there for
What the fuck
emotional
are they
support.
Well, like, they literally
fire off
ran
a couple
on him.
thunder spears and then they're fucking done.
Yeah, give Aaron a little tickle. And be like, well, I'm here too, Aaron.
Aaron, remember how we're friends? And Aaron's just like, Gene, we've literally beat the shit out of each other like every time. And Connie, like, I've had like 2 conversations with you, like our entire friendship.
Hey Connie, how's your mom doing?
Oof. Right in the jugular. That's where Connie's going to be aiming after that comment.
You know, I think I realized, though, that during last season and then this special, that my favorite character from Paradise is probably Jean.
Connie.
I like Jean or Jean or whatever the fuck his name is a lot.
It changes like every other sentence, you know.
Yeah. He's my favorite. And then Reiner and Gabby are my other 2 favorites.
I do like Reiner, what he's going through, but yeah, I mean, I really just don't give a shit about what Armin and Mikasa are all about. Like, I don't hate Armin and Mikasa. I've just stopped caring about wholesale.
That's why I like Jean so much, because he's like, motherfuckers, what? We have to go kill him. And they're like, but he's our friend. And Aaron John's like, I don't give a shit. He's killed how many fucking millions of people?
And Kanye's like, I've become a traitor, and I've killed friends, and I've sliced other people that I've known.
That shit was fucking absurd. When Kanye's like, Aaron, we know how you feel. We've killed people too. I was like,
no,
what?
Aaron not only killed on a much wider scale, but he knew that he was going to do it. Even in the past, he met the fucking, you know, the Fez kid and looked at him right in the face after saving him from some adults that he was trying to mug. He was like, I'm sorry, man. I'm going to kill you. Kid's like, what? I'm so sorry. And he still went through with it. It's like,
how many months of therapy did it take for the kid to, you know, be able to forget about that enough to like have normal conversations with his little brother about like, we're gonna save money and get out of here. They're counting on us.
With Progressive auto insurance.
Traumatizing as fuck.
You guys think that clown's still alive?
Let's hope not.
From 2 seasons ago?
Levi would probably put him out of his misery. Maybe that was the guy in jail.
Oh yeah. The clown at Marley. I got you. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I hope he's still alive. I hope we get a cameo from him again.
Just his burnt fucking corpse, and then like the Titan stomps on him, and you just have to.
Yeah.
That makes Aaron laugh like, oh shit. Oh, sorry. I had to be serious. I am the villain. I will not take away your freedom. I only go and stride for my own freedom. It's like, Jesus Christ, dude. Every time Aaron opens his mouth now, it's like a fucking grandstanding speech, and I'm here for it, dude. It's great.
It's gonna be a fucking kick in the dick. If at the end we're like, Aaron's whole goal is freedom, and he wants his people to be free. But then we find out he's just doing what Ymir is telling him to.
Damn, that'd suck.
Yeah, fucking kick in the fucking nuts. because I mean, she is the founder, and he's not royal blood, so he doesn't have control over her. I mean, she gave him control, but what if she's like, you know what? Nah, I want that back.
Yeah, well, no, Aaron was like, please help me. You don't have to be a slave no more. But being enslaved for 1,000 years is bad. Okay. Listening to the royal family, it's bad. Okay,
Killing
it's
all
not
these
good.
people is good though.
Making all these Titan monuments made out of sand with just you in a random ass bucket that happened to be there in the pathways, it's bad. Okay. Killing people's bad, but let's give that ability to Aaron. Aaron's like, nah, it's good. Fuck them kids.
Literally.
Smoosh them. And then, well, their plane barely manages to make it. Like, it just so happens to run out of gas right when they get over the battlefield. So that was convenient. And then they all jump out. Reiner transforms like he's actually going to do something and tackles the fake Beast Titan or whatever.
That scene was fucking cool though. The music starts blaring. It's fucking.
And then you see Connie and Jean just dodging a bunch of like shrapnel.
And of course, fucking they fucking cut it right when I was like, so I was like the entire time I was like, man, this is fucking rough. Waiting a year for this, and then I'm like, fuck yeah, it's finally getting good. And then on the next episode, fuck, bitches.
Of course, dude. Of course.
It makes me nervous now for like the next special, because is it only going to be like 10 minutes of actually like fighting and shit, and then it's just going to be a bunch of like
wrap up.
Yeah, just wrap up, like, because they're gonna have a section to like the aftermath of everything, so you gotta imagine that's gonna be a decent like solid chunk of the episode. So I'm just worried that the battle is not gonna be too long.
I just don't understand.
Or it's gonna be drawn out way by more dialogue.
I would have rather waited until the fall and got a 2-hour movie than these two 1-hour parts. It's like, it's fucking absurd, man.
If
I wasn't even craving Attack on Titan. Like I didn't even know they were gonna release this at this time.
I wasn't hyped for it. I wasn't. It was just there.
Yeah, it was there, but when I watched it, I enjoyed it. But at this point, if there's anything to remember Attack on Titan by, it's that they have the absolute best track record at giving the viewer blue balls.
Mm-hmm.
They always pop the to be continued at the worst part, and it's like, ah, now we gotta wait months. Fuck. I just want it over. I just want it over. It's a crazy story that I never thought would get to this point, so that's why I'm like all in. But holy freaking monkey balls! Let's wrap this one up before I'm living in a house and I have like 3 kids and there's like, Daddy, when's Attack on Titan gonna end? It's like, shut up! You don't even know what it was like when it was just about Titans. Now it's about the pathways and the 6 inner gates or some shit.
Dude, like I'm worried they're like, because in like 50 years when people look back on like anime from our generation, I think this one will be the most talked about. But I'm worried they're ruining it's gonna be like the first 3 seasons and then the shit show of season 4. Like, or the shit show of seasons 4.1, 4.2, and 4.3.1 and 4.3.2. It's like, what the fuck's going on, man?
Yeah, it's gonna get very confusing.
Does it look like some kind of fucking legal document where you have like section 3 subsection 2.a
paragraph column 6.5?
It's like I still don't understand why they couldn't do season 5, season 6, and then a movie. It's like,
yeah, I don't know.
They're in the middle of an arc.
Shut the fuck up. That's so dumb, dude.
Dude, how hard is it to just end like a small little arc, or just be like, hey, this is the end of the season? You just have to have some fucking jackass stand there on the cliffside saying like, we're coming for you, man. And then just cuts. And it's like, all right, on the next season, we continue that. It's like, great, cool. We're a little bit more organized now. I don't know if it was just some sort of mismanagement or something.
No, you don't know what it was. It was because they wanted to hype. Because I think if they advertised season 4 part 1 as just that little bit, people were gonna be pissed because they're like they weren't gonna be as hyped as for holy shit, this is the final season of Attack on Titan.
Yeah.
Shit's gonna go fucking down. Like
Yeah.
Aaron's gonna fuck everybody up.
They had a great trailer though for it.
Yeah, they did
really...
a fucking great. They did a great job hyping it up. But then when we got to like episode fucking 9 and Aaron finally assaulted Libero, I was like, wait a minute. I don't think they have enough episodes to do this whole story. There's only like 3 episodes left.
Mm-hmm.
And then they're like, oh yeah, we're gonna do part 2 next winter. I'm like,
oh, okay.
Okay. They'll finish.
Average consumer. That makes sense. And now we're here. Fucking Attack on Titan, the final season, the final chapter, special 1. Like, that's dead ass what it's called, bro. And like, now it's gonna be Attack on Titan, the final season, the final chapters, special 2.1 out of 6. It's like, shoot me in each of my nuts, dude. Oh my god, please. It's maddening.
I don't understand why they're dragging it so long. I don't.
I mean, I understand why they're taking time because they don't want to flub it up. Like, you know, this is like probably the biggest the biggest shit that's coming out right now.
Yeah, take your time, but don't fucking tickle our taint and tease us a little bit.
That's why I say every time, goddamn Attack on Titan, King of fucking Blue Balls. It's not changed. It's not changed.
Attack on Taint. Just rearrange the letters.
Attack on fucking Blue Balls, dude.
Oh shit, yeah. Unscrambled Titan.
Yeah.
Taint.
I think you're absolutely correct that they were just wanting to build up hype, and if they simply referred to it as season 4 or whatever, it obviously would not have garnered as much excitement. But I think you're absolutely correct that they easily could have called it like the Marley invasion arc, the Paradise and Island invasion arc, and then like the Rumbling arc.
Mm-hmm.
Those are the main things that happened.
Yeah, no, I definitely agree. It wouldn't have garnered so much excitement. Like, I'm sure people would still be like super jacked up to see season 4, especially if they use the same trailer. But, you know, the final chapter definitely hits harder.
Like, I'm not even excited for the fall. I'm not even excited to watch this ending.
Yeah.
When they announced the final season fucking 3 years ago, I was super fucking excited. Like, I don't know if I've ever been more excited to watch a show, but now I'm just like, just get it over with, man.
Yeah, we're at the point where it's just like, when it comes out, we'll watch it, and then, you know, our excitement's just kind of faded out a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
I just hope it's not bad or anything. I hope everything just kind of, I mean, I don't know. I just don't want it to be like some generic shit where it's like friendship and family and happiness. Yeah.
Well, I'm not worried about it being like that because Isayama has come out and said, which is the mangaka of Attack on Titan, he's come out and said that the anime is more closely representative of his story in his head than his manga is, because he works closer with the anime company than he does with the publishing company.
Mm.
Like, he kind of just writes it and sends it off, and they do what they would do with it. But that's why there was such a long gap between season 1 and season 2, because he requested them give him time to finish, like, get further in the manga, and then he works diligently with the company to put in the foreshadowing and put in all this shit. And so he says the completed version and the most accurate version is the anime. So I don't think they're gonna fuck up the ending.
I mean, we'll see in 6 years.
Yeah.
Oh, you meant spring of this year? No.
Fall of next year, or fall of this year.
Fall of 2030. Come on. he just shits and britches. They call him Steamy Ray Vaughn.
For reference,
Colossal Titan drowning in that fucking ocean.
Yeah, for reference, audience, Mitch usually waits until after the podcast to do that, but today he just couldn't wait.
It fucking stinks, dude.
Yeah, fucking. I could have sworn it
Gee, I
smelled
wonder
over here,
why.
dude.
Mitch, you sure you don't
It's
have to get up and
crazy.
wipe your ass now? Talking about
fucking,
shrapnel.
It's fucking festers, dude.
Just like this
Well,
show, man.
Let's not end the podcast for a while so that Mitch can just sit in that for a little bit longer.
He sleeps in that room. What do you mean? It's gonna be there when he gets back. It's like a guest you want to leave, but they keep having that Midwestern goodbye. Oh yeah, that's great. How are you guys? Hey, you want a beer, man? Yeah, I'll have a beer.
I hate that shit.
Yeah, I agree. I'm not at all excited or anticipating the end of this any more than just like when it comes out. I'm excited that it'll be done and we can cover it and wrap it up in a nice bow and leave it behind us or whatever. And hopefully the ending is so great that we all end up as excited as Yusuf just was. But I don't know. I'm not sitting here like, oh boy, we only have to wait 6 months.
Oh, fucking hell. I don't think, did we miss anything? Because I don't feel like we missed anything, really.
Who cares if we did it? Like,
hey, if we didn't talk about it, it wasn't cool enough or important enough.
Yeah. No, all around, I enjoyed it. But, you know, less talky, more action, explosions. Feed that little goblin in my brain that loves eating that shit up, you know.
Like, I'm all for good dialogue. I'm all for good politicking, but there wasn't any. They were just sitting on a boat talking about God knows what. Talking about Annie, I love you, but I don't love you, but I can't say it because I'm too nervous. Even though I'm gonna go.
Why'd you come visit me every day?
Ooh,
you don't know?
You know.
I like staring at my reflection in the crystal.
You know. No, I don't. That's why I asked you like twice now. Armin, just answer the goddamn question. But
Commander, what the fuck's his last name?
I forgot. It's not Linhart, is it?
No, that's Annie's last name.
Fuck.
He could make it his last name.
What the fuck is Armin's last? It's like little Dutch boy.
Well, if Yusuf looks it up, we can give some final predictions for the next special. If Josh wants to give his thoughts.
Arlert.
Didn't sound familiar at all to me.
Commander Arlert. Oh, that's fucking dumb.
Just call him Armin.
Yeah, don't like it. I don't like it.
Well, any predictions, Josh, of what's gonna happen?
Like I said, my prediction with the hint that one commander gave us is that I don't know. I think deep down Eren wants to be stopped. I think he'd be happy if he kills them all. I think he'd be happy if his friends stop him. I think that they probably will, just given the track record of most anime or whatever. And I'm hoping that then the world will come to a mutual ceasefire or whatever based on the fact that they helped to stop Eren and now they're terrified of what Titans can do. But like I said, I'm not sitting on the edge of my seat waiting for us to get that resolution. I'm just okay, we'll come back in 6 months and we'll see how cool the fight scenes are and how good the artwork is.
I just realized something too. Eren's a fucking hypocrite, man.
Why is that?
Because he preaches freedom, but he's not free himself. He's a prisoner to this this idea of freedom. If he was free, he would do what he wanted. He fucking doesn't want to kill that kid, but he's gonna be I have to do it to save my. He's not free. He's a prisoner to his own fucking twisted
or whatever.
morals. Yeah, not fate. He's a prisoner to himself.
Well, yeah, he saw the visions of the future and the past, and he knew what was going to happen.
So he's a martyr for everybody else's freedom.
Yeah,
but that scene when Kid Aaron's like, "This is what freedom feels like." No, it's not, Aaron. You're a prisoner. Like, you're the least free person in the world.
I don't know. Why don't you ask the prisoner in the in the jail while the rumbling was going on? He was double fucked.
Or the founder or whatever her name.
Ymir or whatever.
Ymir, yeah.
I'm just, I don't know. Everyone loves Aaron to death. I'm not on that boat. He's a fucking little, I don't know.
Yeah,
say it. Say it.
He's a bitch, dude.
Oh.
He's taking the easy way. He's taking the easy way.
I don't care that you broke your elbow.
He's taking the easy way out instead of doing the actual hard thing that Armin wants to do and fucking figure out a way to actual peace. Aaron's like, nah, I'm just gonna kill everybody because I'm a bitch.
My dick's bigger than yours.
Genocide.
Well, any last minute thoughts, Yusuf, before we wrap her up?
No, I don't care when the second part drops. I'll watch it eventually.
Oh, you'll watch it after we talk about it on the podcast too?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to watch it because we're gonna have to fucking talk about it here, but I don't care. No, like I didn't say anything because I didn't give a shit about what happened. Really,
you're not gonna ask me my predictions?
Yeah, I already predicted it was gonna happen, dude.
Why not?
No.
Why?
You've already mentioned them slightly, it's gonna be like a little happy ending, or he's gonna die for his friends or something.
I never said that.
Well then, Josh, what are your predictions?
All right, so what I think is gonna happen.
Yusuf? Oh, bye, Yusuf. Well, since Yusuf's gone, Mitch, you might as well give Yusuf's thoughts on the matter.
I can't speak for Yusuf.
Yeah, you can.
No,
Your asshole pretty much gave his entire opinion from Yusuf.
I already gave my predictions, man. Falco's gonna swoop in. Gabby's gonna grab the artillery from the fucking car Titan, just bombard
another
Aaron's
360 no
asshole because he's just 2 legs walking, and he's just gonna fucking start wrestling his big toe.
Well, with that, Mitch, you want to give your thoughts before we wrap it up?
I'll keep my predictions close to my chest.
All right. Well, with that, we have run out of stuff to talk about for this episode of Attack on Titan, the final season, the final chapters, Special 1, Director's Edition, DX Cut, which is the same thing. It's like putting a hat on the hat. But with that, we are going to be ending this episode of This Episode Podcast. So whoever hung out for the podcast, thank you for hanging out, and hope you guys have a good rest of your week. And yeah, we definitely won't be dodging any Flaming Titans anytime soon. But other than that, roll the outro.
On the next episode of This Episode, Trav, Josh, Mitch, and Yusuf discuss the next 3 episodes of My Hero Academia Season 6. Make sure to hit the like button and subscribe. You can listen on Spotify at This Episode Podcast. If you want to watch us live, tune in to twitch.tv/Dutchery every Monday night. Thanks for watching.